So for this one, these are example problems, so I would like you to try them on your own first. If you are having a hard time getting started, then feel free to just maybe do the first few steps and then pause it. I would like you to try the whole thing on your own first, and then if you get stuck, watch the video until the point where you're not stuck anymore, and then, because what I'd really like you to do is just compare your answer to the video, and hopefully it comes out right, and if not, then hopefully the video shows you where it went wrong. So go ahead and pause it and try both problems, and then when you resume, I will go through both problems, because that's how technology works. Okay, so you've already solved these, so you know how to do this, right? Okay, so this is kind of a hard one, right? 5x plus 3y equals 118, 11x plus 5y equals 226. Nothing really cancels out right now. But we can do whatever we want to these as long as we do it to both sides of the equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply my top equation by 5 and my bottom equation by 3. And the reason that I'm going to do that is 5 times 3 will give me 15. And 3 times 5 will also give me 15. So when I have 15y on both, I'll be able to cancel them out. I could do similarly, I could do 11 times the top one, that would give me 55, and 5 times the bottom one, that would give me 55. You could do either. It doesn't matter what you do, you just make sure you do it to the entire equation, and that you get something that you can cancel out from it. So I'm going to multiply this through, so that gives me 25x plus 15y equals 5 times 118, that's 550 and 40, 590. And for my bottom one, I have 33x plus 15y, and that's going to equal 678. 678. Okay, so now I could subtract this one from this one, and again, it doesn't really matter. My answer will come out the same, but I prefer to work with positive numbers more. So I'm going to subtract, we'll just call that equation 1 and that equation 2. I'm going to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So minus 25x, so I'm subtracting all of this, minus 25x plus 15y equals 590. Okay, so 33 minus 25, that's 8x. 15 minus 15, that's 0. 678 minus 590, we have an 8. I'm going to carry here. That's also an 8, so 88. So then we can divide both sides by 8, and we get x equals 11. And then we need to plug that back in. And it doesn't matter which one you do. Let's plug it into the second equation. You can actually even plug it into these ones that you've modified, and you'll still be able to get the right answer. Generally, though, it's easier to plug it into one of these top ones. So let's do the second equation. 11 times 11 plus 5y equals 226. 11 times 11 is 121 plus 5y equals 226 minus 121 from both sides, and 5y equals, that's a 5, that's a 0, and that is a 1. 105, which is, divide both sides by 5, and y equals 21. So our solution for this one is 1121. Okay, if you came up with that answer but you didn't do these steps, you decided to go a different way, that's fine. As long the point is that you can get to that solution in a multiple of different ways. Okay, this one, I could do the 8 and the 5, but that doesn't seem as easy as getting a 2 to a 4. So I'm going to actually multiply this one by, well, let's just multiply it by 2. And then we're not going to do anything to this bottom one. Okay, so 2 times 8x is 16x, 2 times negative 2y is minus 4y, and 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. And then I'm going to subtract this equation from this one. So we have a 5x here minus 4y equals 17, and I'm subtracting this. So 16x minus 5x is 11x. Negative 4 minus a negative 4. So when we do minus a negative 4, that becomes a positive 4. So negative 4 plus 4, that just becomes a 0. Negative 16 minus 17 is going to be negative 33. It's nice that these numbers work out so well. Divide both sides by 11, and x equals negative 3. So then we're going to plug this negative 3 back into one of these equations. I'm going to plug it into the second equation because I like my 5s, I guess. I don't know. 5 times negative 3 minus 4y equals 17. That's a negative 15 minus 4y equals 17. Add 15 to both sides, and that's going to be negative 4y equals 32. Divide both sides by negative 4, and y equals negative 8. So for this one, our solution is negative 3, negative 8. And you can always test these. You can always plug these points back into whichever equation you didn't use and make sure it still works. If I plug it into this, 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Negative 2 times negative 8 is a positive 16. So negative 24 plus 16 is negative 8. So that works. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you were able to see any mistakes you might have made and can get better at these. I'm going to put one more up. I'll probably just give you the solution and have you figure it out.